Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Yo, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast Fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Jay Jones. This week, we're kicking off our special holiday adventure as we bring the year to a close with another celebration of everyone's favorite fictional winter holiday, Bahamutmas. This season, we're joined by special guest Alison Fox, who is actually Jeremy's wife in real life. She's a ton of fun to have on the show, and we have a heck of a season ahead of us. So, let's get to it. Without further ado, let's get to the game. Okay, so now let's start this thing. All right, everybody. So let's meet our players. First up, we have Jeremy Fox. Jeremy is a writer for film and television, and Jeremy is playing the human fighter, Prince Horace Kemp. Now, Jeremy, who is playing Horace. We are returning for this adventure to Kempstown for Bahamutmas. Can you tell me what you remember about your family and your and
Pop quiz.
and
I wish somebody would
Bahamutmas?
go first. I remember that I have a dragon mother who's
You do?
silver.
A silver dragon. Her name is Jendicross.
I remember my father's kind of a doofus. I remember my brother, not Todd, but I forget my brother's name.
Darnson.
Darnson. And I think I have like Jambo and...
Yes. You have many brothers and sisters.
sisters. Yeah.
Your older brothers and sisters, because you're actually of the younger ones, are all human. But then, as soon as your mom came in, a lot of them started being half dragons and dragonborn. But yeah, of the brothers you're thinking of are the three wizard brothers.
That's right.
Jig-U-Hor, Jabstein, and Randy.
Yeah.
Randy's the half dragon. The other two are human.
I remember them now.
We've also established in the last adventure,
Oh, yes.
Jillian Kemp, the Underdark attorney.
Oh, that's right.
That's
yeah.
right. Jillian Kemp is an Underdark attorney.
Is that my sister?
No, it's a man.
It's a man named Jillian.
That's right. Okay, so I remember that I have mother issues and that...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that I have a lot of... Hey, I feel better about returning to my family. I don't feel like I have to lie to them anymore.
That's nice. Because that's right. Last time you said that you had an imaginary kingdom called
Yeah.
Kempland for half the time.
Now I believe it exists.
Oh, that's good.
I think it's better.
So that's when you say you've moved on from lying, you've just moved on to delusion.
Yes. Self-delusion.
Excellent. All right. Well, next up is Kelly Egan. Kelly is a digital strategist, and she plays the half-elf druid, Ysabel Izzy Buchanan. Kelly, so last time we left off, Izzy had been reunited with her family. Her family had all kind of gotten together after you guys saved Ron from the Underdark. What was, as you guys were leaving there to head back to Kempstown, what did you guys do in your remaining days in Blackrock?
Washed our clothes.
Well, we did go pick up Horace's custom-made codpiece.
Of course.
From the local leather worker.
Oh, yeah.
Which is now a telescopic
Codpiece.
piece of armor. Yeah, you
I can
needed
wind it?
to retract. Yes.
You wanted to be adjustable.
You wanted it to be
wanted to make it-
adjustable
yeah.
Oh, right.
for your exciting combat.
We also charged a couple of crystals that Sweeney picked up and was looking to purchase from the crystal lady.
Just for fun?
The Crystal Lady was your mother.
Yes.
Don't try to get out from under
But
that.
we charged them. So I guess we can figure out.
We got healing. I was actually just listening to the episode where we bought them.
Yeah.
And it was very vague. It was like, yeah, when you sleep under a half moon, it will help you heal. I was like, can they just give me hit points? No, that's not what they do. All right, fine.
We can do that.
You're dealing with crystals, bro.
And I just had some really just good like rest and relaxation at home. The kind of where you could take off your armor and like sleep for 12 hours straight and just wake up at home to the smell of your mom making hotcakes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And I changed my outfit a little bit, but
What does your new outfit look like?
I got rid of my leather armor. So I'm not wearing the leather bikini anymore. I'm a bit more clothed.
I was going to say, could you describe it as leather armor?
Yeah, well, that's just it. Like, there was no... You can wear armor, and then you have, like, other apparel. I'm like, no, just the armor.
Just the leather part.
Just
They're like, this straps onto pieces of metal, right? Like, no, just the straps,
Just
please.
the straps, please. But I'm wearing more of like a black tunic, and I'm gonna have my breastplate over my tunic. So it's like
Because we bought a magic item, a mithril breastplate for Izzy.
breastplate, yes. And on the back, I took off the beaver sigil of my family that I had on my other armor, and I kind of hodgepodged it into the back of the breastplate of the mithril. So while you can clearly see like it's leather on mithril, it's kind of like hand stitched and kind of unique into that.
I like the idea that as soon as you buy it from this like very nice shop,
like,
you're like, yeah, and you just rip open the back and just start hammering in your sigil on the back. You're like, no, wait.
This is mine. It's like when you buy like a really nice jacket and you're like, oh, I can't wait to put all these butterfly patches on this jacket. Yeah.
What are you doing to my armor?
Yeah.
You doing the armor?
Yeah, Arnold was here. His name was Arnold.
That's that.
Thank you for shopping. All right. So,
And listeners, we all missed out on that episode.
Yeah, that was a missing episode.
The Lost Adventures.
the lost adventures of a man just trying to sell mithril armor.
Good. Yep.
Our next player is Mike Christensen. Mike is my partner in crime on the Because Comics podcast, but with us, he plays the half-elf wizard, Sweeney. So, Mike, Sweeney,
Yes, sir.
last time you were at Bahamutmas, or
Bahamutmas.
Yeah. We do that
We historically are going to get that
Hanukkah.
name wrong
all the time.
all the time on this adventure. But last time you were there celebrating, you weren't so engaged with the Bahamutmas.
You weren't. He
It's
wasn't.
true.
Yeah, you were wearing red.
One of the traditions is that you dress as the type of dragon that you emulate.
And for Bahamut,
Mess.
Bahamutmas, oh boy,
The dragon god Bahamut
Oh my
is
God.
platinum.
is platinum, and all
the good dragons are metal colored, so
Yep.
people dressed in silver and gold and bronze and brass and copper, and I wore red, like the bad dragons.
like the bad dragons.
But yeah, actually, in advance of their arrival at Kempstown, Sweeney has been sending some letters ahead to a tailor to try to request something appropriate for the evening. He's trying to commission something, essentially.
That's very nice.
That's very thoughtful.
And actually, just to give everybody a quick recap of the colors and what they signify for Bahamutmas. Got it right. For Bahamutmas at Bahamutmas Eve Feast.
You're just blowing it up. Good for you,
just
man.
Killing
Say
it.
it.
Say it so many times.
Say it so many.
There are 5 colors, 5 typical distinct colors, and what they mean. If you're wearing brass, you're more of a conversationalist. You want to go around and tell stories. If you're wearing copper, you're kind of coming off as more of a trickster, a jokester. If you're wearing bronze, you're signifying honor and duty. Silver for caring, intelligence, and beauty, like Horace's mother, Gendacross. And then gold for justice and order. Marcus, your father, is typically seen in gold. Gendacross in silver, obviously. But those are the typical colors of Bahamutmas.
Mm-hmm. Sweeney remembers. He just didn't observe it last year. Not last year, but many years ago now.
Yeah, he picked red, basically the opposite.
And then feigned ignorance, but he knew.
He knew.
Oh, it's been a few years since we've been back.
And even longer for them because of the years we lost in the Feywild.
Right.
Yeah, so just for some context on time, you were gone in the Feywild for 2 years, so it's been about 2.5 years since you've been home, and probably quite a bit of time since anyone's heard from you. So, because you guys have been going to the Underdarks and coming back, so not great
been a
postal
little longer
services
than
down
that
there.
since our last Bahamutmas adventure.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
You're getting close to another year, so almost 3 years.
Yeah.
So now, turning to, finally, our guest today is Alison Fox, a content strategist, and also Jeremy's wife. Alison, thank you for coming and playing with us.
Whoop whoop.
Now, tell us a little bit about your
She had
character.
to lock her car before.
Yeah.
Oh, she did? Oh, that was? I let people park in here sometimes.
Vehicle security initiated.
Now, Alison, tell us a little bit about your character.
My character is Ysolde Gavroche Canton.
That's Ysolde Gavroche
Canton.
Very nice.
And she is a ranger. And the betrothed to Prince Horace Kemp.
I don't know that yet.
But Horace does not know this.
But
Yeah,
Horace
I know
does
that.
not know this.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'll probably forget it next session.
And this is of the Canton family or the Gavroche
Canton.
The Canton family, my father's family. And we have made an alliance with the Kemps. And I was betrothed to Horace shortly after he left because they were expecting to see him again. Alas, he
Disappeared.
alas, it's been almost 3 years. However, much to the family's delight, I've fit in very well, and I've taken over their military and cavalry, and am in many ways kind of running the place.
Now you have a companion as well. As a ranger, you have a beast companion, correct?
I do. I have a 17-hand white horse named Levity.
Very nice.
Now, for those of us who don't know anything about horses, what is 17-hand reference?
17 hands is the size.
It's like a centipede horse.
Sure.
4 inches.
But they're just hands, just along its belly.
Whoa.
Grody.
This is D&D. People take that seriously.
Like people are like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that makes
17
sense.
hands.
That checks out.
Belly of a horse. All right.
Odin's horse had like 10 legs, so like, why not?
There you go.
Yeah, so it's the size of the horse,
Gotcha.
and she's a mare, which means she's a female.
Oh, excellent.
And what's your race?
I am an elf.
Nice.
A wood
Whoa.
elf,
Ooh, a
specifically.
wood elf. Okay.
Whoa.
Some alliances there, dragons and elves.
You hit the jackpot, Horace. Hot elf.
You've always been saying how handsome Sweeney is as a half elf.
Oh, yeah, he's looking good.
I'm tall, I'm relatively slender, but pretty strong, and I have fair skin and dark hair and green eyes.
Very nice.
Sick.
I'm kind of like Claire Danes hot.
Noise.
Nice.
not like-
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're crazy.
Yeah.
Claire Danes would be. Has she ever been an elf in something?
No.
No.
No,
She was a star in Stardust. I
That's
guess it's
true.
about
That's
as
close.
close.
Yeah.
That's pretty close to elf.
Yeah, that's
Star,
as close
right?
as it
Yeah.
gets, yeah.
And also Juliet. Like, she was
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
true, yeah.
fantastical in the Baz Luhrmann.
Ethereal, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Totally.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, those are our players, and now we'll be diving into the story. So, as we catch up now with the Velvet League, the three of you are on a boat once again, because as you remember last time you arrived to Kemp's Town via the port, Kemp's Port. So you are pulling up. You can see Kemp's Port pretty close in the distance. At this point, you guys have probably rented this boat. It is getting close to probably about what would be noon. You guys have been traveling for a couple nights and a couple days along the shoreline, but now you're coming into Kemp's Port. What are you guys doing?
How big is the boat?
The boat is 2-mast boat.
Okay.
Yeah, not as big as the one that you took with when you were riding with
Anders.
So it's not as big as when you were riding with Anders, which was a 3-mast ship, but this is a 2-mast ship.
Is there a crew and whatnot?
There's like 3 deckhands that you guys have hired that
Okay.
that own the boat. One of them is the owner, but they're there to kind of help you sail it.
I know what I'm doing.
What is Izzy up to?
I'm instructing a flock of seagulls to do a can-can dance routine for dinner.
What?
For the entertainment. For
Oh.
the last time on ship.
Ooh.
Oh wow! Because you can speak with animals.
Yes, I can.
So they're and
much
have they
so.
gotten it down at this point?
There's a few that really need to put a bit more passion behind their like work, but for the most part, I think everyone's gonna be really impressed with the after-dinner entertainment.
Awesome.
This is for the shipmates, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we eat and then we do nothing, and they usually sing sea shanties or get drunk, and then I'm gonna put on a little show with the gulls.
Fantastic. I like it. All right.
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
But forever, like days, it's just look like you're talking to a bunch of birds in the back of the boat.
Yeah, just around me. Yeah.
All right, Horace, Sweeney, you guys doing anything particular?
Staring pensively at Kemp's Town.
As the port rolls
Yeah,
in.
Kemp's Port.
I sidle up next to Horace. So, what you thinking?
You're touching my elbow.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm deep in thought. I don't know if I'm ever going to come home again, like for permanent.
What?
Meaning, we have so much work to do with the lilies.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we left a couple with Ron, but yeah, we gotta figure out where these are meant to go.
Speaking of which, you guys have a bag of these lilies. Where are they on the boat? Are they safely secured somewhere?
They're gonna trunk down in the hull.
Okay.
Did you look at Izzy's bird thing?
Yeah, I saw the birds. I've been throwing bread to distract some of them,
Oh, right.
sort of surreptitiously, so she doesn't notice.
I thought we were going to eat them, and now I'm starved.
I'm sorry, I don't have any breadcrumbs left. I mean, I do, but they're for me.
You don't have a home. You wouldn't understand this, but
Jesus, all right, go for it.
everybody wants to come home. Everybody wants to spend time at home, and I'm never home anymore.
I would just borrow other people's.
Yeah, I don't look at it that way.
I'm not saying what I did was right, just that was what I did.
Yeah.
The holidays were always a little bit odd. It was like, hey, how do you guys celebrate the holidays? Cool. We're going to be here for that.
Yeah, but about me. See, the thing is that I don't know if I'm ever going to be king of my own kingdom here in the Kemp Estates.
I know the answer to that question.
Oh, so you do think I'll be king?
Okay.
Izzy, he thinks I'm going to be king.
Jefferson, for the God's sakes, last time, you have to lift your legs. What is it, Horace? What? What?
Are we going to ever cook those?
No, you don't eat seagulls. They taste nasty.
Oh.
No, they're I've been trying to do this song and dance number for the past 2 days, and somebody just is not focusing. Linus, I am looking at you. I'm looking at you.
It's okay, Izzy. I'll talk
Yeah?
to them.
Yeah.
I'll help get them in line.
You can't talk to animals. Don't you chase
I
them
have
off
a
the
way
boat.
with animals.
No, you're going to kick them like
I'm
tiny
not
little
gonna.
softballs.
I don't kick animals.
Well...
I'm going to help them focus. And I walk over and just start sprinkling breadcrumbs around again to distract them.
As you're doing this, and the seagulls are obviously going bananas over these breadcrumbs that you sprinkled out in front of them, you guys see a little wooden boat with a single mast coming up to approach the two-mast ship that you guys are on. You can see as it approaches now, it is coming from the direction of Kemp's Port, and you see some armored guards actually on it. The bronze keepers, as you know, are the typical guard of the Kemp Estates as well as Kempstown. It looks like there are 3 guards. One looks to have a longbow in front of him with a arrow quivered or an arrow set in the bow.
Knocked.
Knocked is the term. Thank you so much. And the other one is standing at the front with, it looks like, just a long staff, and another one at the side with a sword, typically, basically, at their side as well. They pull up alongside the boat. One of the, I wouldn't say the captain of the boat, but one of the hand decks come over. They have paperwork with them. They go up and show it to the bronze keepers. They look it over. They check it out. They're taking a look at it for a very, very long time. They hand it back to the man. They nod, and the boat turns around and is following you guys as you're getting closer into port.
I don't recognize any of them.
You don't recognize any of those soldiers.
Okay.
Is that unusual? We didn't get that response last time we got here.
Quite frankly, I don't remember much about that time of my life. But I will say this. I feel like I did that thing I always do where I ran a train over your thing about your family and story.
Yes, you did. I don't think that's the term you meant. I
And
don't
that-
think that means what you think it did.
In that leadership book
Yeah.
I read,
Yeah.
it said
Oh,
to
you-
listen.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's true.
It told
Yes.
me that.
Yes. So last time we arrived at your house, you wanted to ride me as a bear, and
No.
Are you good? Are you good?
I'm no longer.
Cool.
I feel like I've given up vanity.
You feel that way? That's what you feel?
I feel like now is a time to be strong and kingly, and also to make sure my hair is well done.
Sure.
Oh shit.
because
Supple.
Yeah.
But not vain.
You notice how I'm wearing it down now?
I did notice that.
I thought you just like lost your hair tie. Didn't
I
want
did.
to say anything.
I did
but,
actually lose my hair tied.
oh,
But
okay.
convenient for my hair and me. Looks better this way.
Yes. Yes. You can wear your hair however you want.
And
Whatever
it
makes you happy.
Somehow signifies that you're growing as a person.
Absolutely.
Oh shit. Sweeney just pointing out the plot arcs, character arcs, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yeah.
Character
I
arcs.
was definitely not being sarcastic.
No.
Well, your boat pulls up to the dock. Hits the wood. The deckhands jump off and lower the boards down. They tie it up. Again, you can see the other boat with the bronze keepers pulls up beside you, docks. There are other bronze keepers waiting at the port. You can see now where typically before there was, when you first arrived there a year ago, there was a beautiful statue of a dragon. It is still there, but also close nearby, it looks recently constructed. It looks to be a tower of sorts, with the bronze keepers stepping off the boat and going into this tower, checking with a couple other ones down there, checking reports and paperwork and going inside. So it looks like this is kind of a guard post of sorts down here at the port.
Dad always did say that he wanted things to be a little tighter.
I bet. Marcus would be in that. I feel like Marcus is really into tight
Yeah.
things.
Okay. All right.
He did say
like pants.
Sure. Sure.
he was talking about vaginas, I think.
Okay.
But
I was thinking
he
of
also
butt,
he might have meant the city, now that I think about what he was saying.
So there's more.
He always wanted to tighten security around the city, around Kempsport. There's enemies on all sides of us.
Oh God, do you think it's because of us?
Well,
Everywhere we've been going, we've been leaving either brochures to Teddy's Tin Shop, or you've been recruiting people into your kingdom.
Oh, right.
So their name has been. I mean, my parents even knew about like the Velvet League.
Oh, you think Dad put this tower so that all the people I send here can't get in?
Or like the people that want to take revenge on maybe the actions we've done, which
What are
were
you
totally
talking about?
justified.
We've never left anyone alive. Oh no, wait, we do that all the time. Always leaving people alive.
We don't leave people alive, do we? Well, we ruin their families and their loved ones.
A couple of times we left some enemies around.
Have?
Yes. Do you remember that time that an enemy came back and killed me?
Well, that was before.
That was your fault,
Pre Velvet League. That was PVL.
like that
No, it
might be
wasn't.
your fault.
We all had that same enemy. It was all of our enemy. It was a hobgoblin that we all fought. You turned it into a bunny. We dropped it in the water.
And then
It came
Gloria
back
did
and
that.
it killed me.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
why we kill everyone we see now. Remember the last episode? Yeah.
You kill everyone you see now?
As you guys are saying this, one of the deckhands is carrying the trunk of Moondrouble is by and like hears you say this, eyes you very concerned, and then like comes and drops quickly like your clothes and equipment, and thanks for traveling with us. This should be all of your
Oh
equipment.
no. He's made eye contact.
Uh-oh.
Put your affairs in order,
Look,
sir.
just a good review is all I ask.
We don't. I'm sorry. It's out of our hands.
Yeah.
Lunch was supposed to be included.
I'm sorry. Did they not bring the lunch up?
I haven't had a single bite to eat.
Yeah. And
You haven't? I'll double check. I'll make sure that we get something like that handled.
Yeah, that was for all of us. I didn't see any lunch.
Son of a bitch.
They didn't serve it, definitely.
I'd like you guys to roll like a group deception check because you're. At least I hope you are not intending that you would kill this man over lunch.
No.
So Horace, what'd you get?
Really low. 5, I think.
Izzy?
14.
Sweeney?
Also very bad. Wait, hold on. 10 total. I
10
forgot my
total.
deception is +8.
He heard some offhand comments. He still looks a bit concerned. I'll see if there's anything we can, get together for you. As you make your way into port, I want to make sure you guys are leaving on a good stomach, obviously.
Yeah.
And he rushes back and below deck. So as your guys are stepping off, you have all your equipment and the trunk as well. It's a pretty sizable trunk. Izzy, Horace, Sweeney, how are you guys going to carry or move this thing around?
I'll help move it.
Good, because I didn't want to waste one of my spell slots making something lighter than it is and moving it
Yeah,
around.
I'll drag it.
You're
behind me.
going to drag it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you come up from the dock.
I'll say, deckhands, where's the luggage help here?
I can grab a couple of these for you. We, typically the contract, we take you to port and then you kind of take your luggage from there.
It's fine.
The lilies are in there. We're not going to
It's
put up
fine,
the
guys.
lilies
I'll
in
take care of it.
Yay!
I mean, yeah, this guy. I mean, you look like a pretty capable guy. I mean, lift with your,
Yeah, I'm gonna
with your
cast
legs.
animate objects, and I'm gonna make all of our luggage alive.
I was just going to attach a bunch of seagulls to the case and then, do pulling up.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do a sapient pearwood thing here. We're gonna make all of our luggage walk after us.
Okay.
So they suddenly the trunk sprouts like little lion legs, like clawed metal feet, and starts walking like casually
And
behind
all the rest
you.
of our luggage is just following suit.
So you have like some hat boxes and some bedrolls.
Cool.
And the deckhands freak out a little bit.
Why? They've
Look
never
at
seen
each
them
other,
before?
don't say any words, and then slowly back onto the boat, pull the basically the plank back onto the ship, and look like they're getting ready to make way.
They still didn't give me my lunch.
I ate
You guys
your
will
lunch.
never see the Seagull Spectacular. It was really
no
good.
one will.
Worked really hard on that.
All right, let's go up to this state.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Actually, I'm gonna be just a little bit behind you guys. I need to stop off and pick something up in town. Just make sure they have the bath ready for me. So.
This isn't where Teddy's Tin Shop is it?
No, Teddy's Tin Shop's from another place.
Okay.
It's nearby though. But
It's nearby, but it's not
Okay.
here.
as you guys are walking up onto the port, though, you are stopped as you get to the main area. There is, again, a bronze keeper there with a very large tome open with a feather pen and ink. Can I get your name?
Prince Horace Kemp.
He's scribbling. He starts scribbling Prince Horace, and then he says, he looks up at you, his eyes looking you up and down. Wait. Prince Horace Kemp?
That's me.
The
He
one,
again
the
gives
only.
you another long look, looks at Izzy, looks at Sweeney, looks
Hi.
at the animated luggage that's following all of you up the dock.
Sup, bro?
Do you have I'm sorry, I'm fairly new. Prince Horace Kemp.
Has my brother been through here?
Your
Did he say something bad about me as he passed
which
through?
brother?
Dornson.
You have to give me a moment. And he turns and closes the book and runs back to another bronze keeper comes up and is eyeing you. He makes some motions and some words silent. You guys can't hear them to a couple of the other bronze keepers. They're all talking amongst themselves. Runs into the guard tower. Another guard comes down with him and comes out. And this is an older guard. He has like some gray in his hair and comes up and sees you. You roll history check for me real quick.
You in trouble? Ooh.
Oh, I got pretty good.
That's really good.
26.
So you actually know this guard. He's been with the bronze keepers for a while. His name's Clarks. And Clarks typically works up in the estate, but it looks like he's now in a more commanding position here. You can tell by the epaulets and things on his armor. So he comes up to you. Oh my God.
Clarks, it's I, the prodigal son.
Prince Kemp, you're here. You're alive. My goodness, you
Yes.
I love what you've done with your hair. It looks excellent.
You've never been this excited to see me, but you're right to be.
This is you have to understand. It's been so long. We've sent so many parties out. It's if you could wait right here. We have to send word. Just wait right here, sir, and we'll get some food. Are you hungry? Do you need anything immediately?
I am hungry, but Clarks, don't make a big deal for me. It's fine. I'll just head up to the house.
I really think it's best that we get someone to come down and bring you up. It's trust me, they will want to know that you're here, that you're alive. Just give me a moment.
Can we make sure we get some help with the luggage? I forgot animate objects only last for 1 minute.
Oh, right.
So we got us up the hill.
So they made it up the hill and then just dropped.
Where'd our luggage go?
Just thump.
Yeah, of course.
That was a good use of a 5th level spell slot.
We'll get all of this taken care of right away. He runs back inside of the guard tower.
I really thought it lasted longer.
You see 2 birds flutter out towards the Kemp Estates up the hill. Kempstown is on a hill leading up to the estate, so all the towns and villages are there. So you see they fly up. Probably about 20 minutes later, you see a cavalry riding down the hill, heading towards you through the town. People are clearing out of the way. You see, it looks like 9 soldiers, 4 on either side with 1 leaning in the front. As they're getting closer, you can see now a little bit more clearly the 4 on the left, 4 on the right definitely are dressed in bronze keeper garb with swords and weapons at their side. Very nice cloaks flowing behind them. The soldier in the front is not dressed in bronze keeper armor. You might not even be sure that it's a soldier. As they're riding even closer, it looks like a woman. And riding up on, what is she riding up on again? Her mare, it appears. And how big is this mare comparatively to the other horses?
Larger. Not sizably larger, but she's a proud beast.
Okay. So riding down now, people have cleared out of the way of the port, and you ride up in your horse with 4 bronze keepers on either side of you. What do you say?
Your Highness, welcome home.
Nobody's really ever referred to me as my Highness.
Never, ever.
When I visited home. What's going on?
I feel like we're in an alternate universe.
Well, I mean, obviously they finally understood who I am, but something seems off.
I come purely to welcome you home. Security is tightened, but we're glad to have you. If you could follow me, we'll bring you on. We have preparing a small feast, get you situated.
It's a mighty fine, proud beast you have there.
This is Levity.
Ah, hello, Levity. I'm going to
Do you go up and pet the horse?
pet the horse.
She eyes you.
She eyes me.
Side eye.
She tolerates it. She flicks her tail a little bit.
I don't recognize you.
My name is Ysolde Gavroche Canton of the Canton household, and I am
The Cantons. Yeah.
I am in service to your family, helping with some of the struggles we've had lately.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, let's go up. Let's go up.
Follow me, please.
Can some of these fellows help with the bags?
As you look back, you can see a few of them have already pulled up and have, in one arm, pulled up some of the bags themselves. 2 of them are holding the trunk in either hand as they're riding the horses up. So quite a few of them have already grabbed your provisions and either tied them to the back of their horses or are holding the trunk between the 2 of them.
Yvonne, I do need to stop and pick something up from a tailor here in town. Do I need an escort in order to do that? It seems like maybe...
It seems as though that it would be best if you picked it up a little later.
Can I send someone to go pick it up?
I'm sure we'll be able to find someone to suit your needs in the palace.
All right, cool.
You ain't going anywhere.
So you guys turn, and they've brought some additional horses with them as
Okay.
well, strung behind them. So do you
Okay.
guys get on top of the horse to
Sure.
ride up?
Yeah.
All right.
I can turn into a horse. Why would I?
Are you going to turn into a horse, or do you,
No.
or are you going to get on the horse?
No, I'll get on the horse.
Okay. What about Sweeney?
I guess I will. I'm gonna get on the one horse is on.
Aww.
I don't know how to ride a horse.
Not normally what we do.
We have a horse for you, sir, and I point to sort of a squat old donkey, and she's very sweet. Her name is Mabel.
Oh,
She knickers.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take that personally.
She eyes you as well.
Get on the donkey, Sweeney.
I mean, I'm gonna ride it.
It's so cute.
I'm just gonna note it for future reference. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and ride the donkey into town.
And that she stands really still. She nuzzles you.
All right, I'm
Just
gonna
like
go
the
ahead
story of Morgros H. Christ.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and live the metaphor here.
Yeah, this is great.
Cool. Alrighty.
So you guys ride through town, up Kempstown, and looks again like it was before. Several people going in and out, setting
I
up.
wave at people
Wave
looking
it.
out their shops. It's me.
Do you say who you are?
Yeah, no, they know who I am. They know who I am.
Well, you see some people looking out their windows and people murmuring and looks like
Yeah.
they're gossiping to each other.
Yeah.
Several other people are setting up Bahamutmas Day decorations, like wreaths with yellow canaries in them. You see other different colored dragons being set in windows, some with candles and things like that, but basically setting up for the holiday. What you do notice, though, along the roads as you ride up is you see several more bronze keepers are along these roads. Not everywhere, but along some of the larger roads leading up to Kemp Estates. So you get up to the Kemp Estates. Again, you see the beautiful fence and the beautiful manor as it is, with the giant statue of the silver and platinum dragon in the front.
Is it cold? Is it the winter season?
Yeah.
Bahamutmas?
Yeah.
It's cold.
I don't think, maybe we never noted it before, but yeah, Bahamutmas takes place around what would be the winter time here
Okay.
in the Five Kingdoms. So you have some light snowfall on the ground. Snow isn't falling currently, but it looks like there was some snowfall recently.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys pull up your horses to the front. Several bronze keepers unlock and open the gate as they see you guys approaching. They let you in. Several of the bronze keepers get off of their horses.
There's a lot more bronze keepers than I remember.
It's true. We've tightened security. It's best to maintain peace by preventing problems.
Oh.
Was there an incident?
You can talk to your father about that.
All right.
And so, since we're here, it's best if we take your weapons. We're doing our best to keep to sort of de-escalate situations. You know, you haven't been home in a while. We'd love to welcome you in easily and with no heightened fears. So, if you could please disrobe all of your armor and your weapons, put them over here, and we will head downstairs with those.
This is never how things have been done.
This is how things are done now.
Okie dokie. I go ahead and produce my dagger and hand it
Well,
over.
of course you're okay with giving up your one weapon.
That's okay. I will be safe here.
I assure you that you're safe here.
I believe you. I just think this is a little insulting.
I'm already naked. Like, do you just need everything, or do you want?
All
So
right.
you're already
like,
completely.
Is this good? Is this like? Oh,
I don't think that's what she meant.
Oh, okay. I'll
No.
put my tunic back.
All right. Well, I'll pull Doris out, unsheath Doris so she can see him, and say, "This is Doris."
It's nice to meet you.
She's beautiful.
I don't know if it's a she,
I think
but
it was a he always.
Why is it
take
named Doris?
very good care of it.
Because his name is Horace.
Right, but Doris is a woman's name.
It's
Excuse me. No, it isn't.
It's spelled with an A.
It's Dorace.
Oh, Doris. Got it. Not Doris.
Well, regardless, I don't think my sword has a penis. I just want you to know that this sword needs to be well taken care of.
Kind of looks like a penis, though. I wonder if that's intentional.
Well, the hilt
is.
does have a kind of penis-y
Very,
quality
very
to
much
it.
so.
My mother gave this to me, though, so I would rather not talk about
Of
it.
course she did.
And I'll give her Doris.
Okay.
So you hand it over to her.
I also have
Okay.
2 axes.
I will also like your axes, please.
I pull the axes out.
Are these these are the two new axes
Yeah.
you got in the Underdark,
Yeah,
right?
the 2 poisony ones.
What's in your luggage?
I have a short sword.
I'll take that.
I have this long bow here.
I'll take also that
I have arrows.
and those.
So you easily dump a miniature armory onto the front lawn of your home.
Also,
Horace
I
is
have
our fighter.
I have a scroll of pedigree. Is that necessary? You want my armor too?
Oh, whoa.
Please.
You want my armor?
Yes.
Well, thank God I'm wearing underwear.
We're all grateful.
I unstrap my armor and hand it over. Polish that.
Can we get like a tag for these? Like a
like
ticket?
a coat check.
We have claim checks. It's all being taken care of.
All right.
While they're doing this, a bronze keeper comes up and has been eyeing you, Sweeney, has been kind of standing in front of you, hasn't said anything, and is kind of eyeing you like he's waiting for something.
Kiss him. Just lean up and just kiss him.
Can I take your order?
And he moves his arms, his hands are clasped together, and he opens them up as if he's like motioning for you to open, your arms up like he's about to search you.
All right. Fair enough.
So you open up your arms for him to search you. He reaches in and finds the pockets with your spell components, pulls them out and shows them to Ysolde. This guy's
those are drugs. I need them. Sometimes I just need to sniff
wizard, right?
powdered iron.
He's not lying. He does do drugs.
Yeah.
Please, sir. What is your name?
Sweeney.
Sweeney. Ysolde. I would really appreciate that we get along, and the best way to do that is for you to listen to me.
Alrighty.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Ysolde, my father's going to hear about his rude guard that stripped us of our armor and weapons and insulted my good friend.
Handsome, good friend. So handsome.
Sure, he's
Look at
handsome.
that jawbone.
He is handsome.
Isn't he?
Okay,
Look at
this
his
is weird.
eyes. They just sparkle.
As this is happening, the guy's just reaching into your pockets, pulling out your different spell components, putting
Cool.
them into leather bags and pouches at his side.
Does anyone have anything else they'd like to show? Honestly, we're all friends here.
I have a weapon.
Oh, I have something else too. I take out my marshland staff. Is this walking stick a weapon?
It's like a beautiful black with
ornate,
glowing
You feel
staff at
warmth
the top.
from it. It's just a stick I got in the swamp.
Yeah.
I throw it across the room. Okay, yeah, there you go.
I pull out the.
It hits the ground. It turns into a tree.
What about in your luggage? Is there anything you would like me to take for safekeeping? Is there
I
anything that
pull
would be
out
perceived as threats?
a gold scarab. I say this is a form of protection. It is meant to defend me from attacks from magic. I hope you don't object to me carrying this.
The two bronze keepers eye each other. They look at you, Ysolde.
I think that's all right if you keep it concealed.
Certainly.
Can I keep my ion stone of storing? I have a gem that hovers around me all the time, and it keeps a spell in it.
There is a stone just slightly
It's like
hovering
a purple
around your head.
amethyst that just is always doing one of these.
Like a halo motion.
Like a halo.
I'm afraid no to that one.
Okay, I can keep
Yeah.
it.
No.
Yes, I can keep it.
No, you can't keep it.
As you're saying this, the bronze keeper's
visible.
trying to reach up and grab it, but he keeps missing it as it's spinning around your
Visible.
head.
Don't touch it.
I'm perfectly okay with anyone wearing protective things. They just can't be visible.
You took
to
our
the
friend's
team.
armor.
They just can't be visible.
Oh, you can wear the mithril under your clothes, Izzy.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
would
don't
you
need
object to
it.
that?
No,
I
I
don't
wouldn't.
need it. You could
I
take my
wouldn't.
mithril.
I know that we're
breastplate.
safe.
Just don't dirty.
I appreciate that.
or lose it.
Fair enough.
This chest is filled with something very precious. I don't want it opened, and it needs to be kept very safe.
Then I know just what to do. Could you share with me what's inside of it?
We would prefer to tell that to Marcus and Mother.
No.
Very well. Very well.
Here's my blood collection. Do you need this too? I have various vials just filled with different types of blood.
Most of them are more of a jam.
I
at
don't
this
know what it
point.
does yet. I just figured might as well collect blood as you go.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that should go down just because it's weird.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. There's
You know what? I'm
The
gonna go-
the other bronze keeper very cautiously puts it into a leather bag, eyeing what
and
it is.
I can keep my air elemental ring. Like it's just
I'm
ring,
not
right?
handing over my.
I'm not handing over my jewelry.
I'm not handing over my jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah, jewelry is okay.
Okay, great.
So long as
I've got a
it's-
deck of cards for tonight in case dinner gets dull. I can hang out of that, right?
Yes.
Cool.
They're not magical?
Why would that
Oops,
be?
we laughed out loud. Oh, damn it. Damn it.
That's gonna be a that's gonna be a deception check at disadvantage because everybody laughed as soon as she asked that question.
There were both fives.
Oh yeah, so you fail.
Well-
roll an insight.
Well, and also it's a total of 13.
Million.
Mine was 13 deception. So maybe it was just like a snort.
Ugh.
Chuckle.
4. Do I roll twice as advantage?
Well, they did
no.
the laugh openly.
Oh yeah, it's true. You can have advantage on it.
Okay. 11.
What's your
plus,
insight?
Insight plus 3, 14.
So she knows that you're lying.
Yep. Yeah, they're illusion magic. It's just for entertainment, but here you go. I would like all these things back.
Did the rest of my
Happily.
family have to do this? Did
Indeed.
Darnson have to do this?
Indeed, the entire family has been demilitarized, with the exception of the peacekeeping force.
Peacekeeping force.
So
I don't like
the
sound
bronze
of that.
keepers.
Yes,
can be
I assure you that this is purely to keep tensions down, not to incapacitate anyone with whom we're allied.
Because I feel tense.
I understand that. I would feel tense if I were asked to surrender my weapons as well.
And she is armed. So she has her weapons.
All right, well, high five, everybody.
High five. High five.
Okay, so first, if you'd like to understand where your things are going to be placed, just so it's just full clarity, we're going to go downstairs into the vault and leave everything there.
That's fine. Normally, I let my friends handle that.
Your friends?
Yes, that's me.
Oh.
And this handsome devil
This
over here.
young naked lady
Yep.
and
Okay.
this handsome devil.
I don't believe we've actually made an acquaintance.
We have not.
I'm Ysolde.
Hello, I'm Izzy Buchanan. You
Hi.
can call me Izzy.
Indeed.
You guys have like the same
Ysabel.
name.
Ysabel.
Yeah.
Yeah. We both start with Y's.
Yep. My friends call me Goldie.
Really?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Your
I'm
friends
noting
call
that
you
down.
Goldie.
Wait,
They do call me Goldie.
Goldie.
Cool.
It works well here. The whole metal theme.
Izzy,
Oh,
Izzy, I'm not sure
yeah.
we like her. You don't need to be friendly with her.
Why not?
Because she's probably going to be fired by the time I tell my father about this.
Well, I mean,
Mabel nuzzles over to you and starts to nicker and lick your ear.
Okay. Oh, that tickles something fierce.
Mabel likey.
This one's a little grumpy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Essentially.
Wizards, just Arcanine Force,
Does he have to surrender his donkey, or can he?
Orphan.
Actually, your mounts will be with you
Oh,
throughout the duration of your time here. So
Okay, that's a weird thing to do.
Have a horse.
Mabel looks kind of sad.
Be nice to Mabel, Sweeney. She
look,
can understand you.
Mabel didn't. First of all, no. Second of all,
Yes.
Mabel didn't set the weird rule. I'm not taking issue with Mabel.
What weird rule?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
He's always like this. Wait. It's, yeah.
Does he need a drink?
Yeah, I would actually kill a man for a drink.
Normally, by this time in
I
your
want you to
state-
be aware of that because
He
I
also
take
needs a
lives
bath.
callously. I
He
do
also
need a
needs a
bath.
bath.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
We are
I'll take a
tits
bath.
deep in rosé usually around this time.
yeah.
And
Normally, I have a
Tits
rosé in
deep
my hand.
rosé.
And I don't have a single goblet in my
Normally, I
hand.
have a rosé in my hand, a sword at my side, and my family surrounding me, telling me how worthless I am.
Just wait.
We're halfway there.
Oh, okay. Soon.
So
I whisper to the bronze keepers, and they scamper away, and they come back with a platter with 4 goblets on it with wine.
Oh, what are you guys having?
Yay. Yeah. Ha ha ha
You don't have any of your magic on you, and I push him.
Mabel's licking out of Sweeney's goblet.
Okay,
That one's yours.
Something.
I'm going to take this other one that hasn't been touched. So good.
I raise a toast and I say, "Welcome home to your arrival."
Thank you.
Hooray and stuff.
Clink. Clink.
Drink. All right, great.
This doesn't mean I'm not telling my father about this.
I look forward to that conversation.
And wait till I tell mother.
A beautiful woman.
Okay, weird
Thank
response.
You. I mean, obviously.
Okay, so this way.
Okay.
So you guys enter in, the front doors of the estate open. As you step inside and the warmth of the home emanates out, you see familiar sights. Yeah, just right in your face.
Steam bath.
Just so much heat. Just uncomfortable.
Oh, man, it's hot in here.
So
And take off all your clothes.
Oh.
So the warmth of the inside, fills around you, and you see in front of you a tree that you saw what you feel like was about a year or 2 years ago, but for your family much longer. A massive pine tree with beautiful yellow canaries decorated throughout. At the top, a glorious platinum statue of Bahamut, and all the decorations of Bahamutmas around the house. In front of the tree, dressed in fine, what would be kind of butler or manservant attire, is you recognize as Bobbins, the head butler of the home. Around Bobbins, on his left and to his right, is a string of other gnomes, and Bobbins being a gnome in blue. String of other gnomes to his left and to his right, of different colors, different variances in purple, some green as well. All staring. Bobbins has a big smile on his face. He is keeping composed, as well as the other servants, has a great smile on his face. You notice a little different with the features on Bobbins. You notice on his left ear, you see it's cut. He's actually missing part of his left ear. And
Recently cut, or
no, like you don't see blood or anything,
Okay.
but it looks like he has lost a piece of his left ear, and you see what looks like I wouldn't say disfiguration, but some burn marks on the left side of his face. It looks like it's old, but it is certainly there. But Bobbins is there smiling and looking at all of you as you walk in. Prince Horace Kemp, it's wonderful to have you back.
Bobbins. Here, hold my codpiece, and I detach it. Get that washed.
So you just pass it to him in his hands.
Have you seen
wow.
Gormo?
Gormo? No, we assumed he was with you.
I haven't seen him for a little bit now.
Like a couple years.
Well,
Yeah.
sure, for him. Okay, well, get that washed, and I hope you're doing well. Do they have you shaving closer than they should?
I'm sorry. I obviously I'll get this taken care of. He looks
happened
down
to
and
your
eyes
ear?
the codpiece. Just things haven't been great, but an attack went a little awry, and I got myself caught up in it like an idiot.
I don't like to hear about your family life, Bobbins.
Of course.
Tell the other servants that my friends should be taken care of. Where's the rest of the family?
Oh, the Marcus has been made aware, as well as your mother, Gendacross, has been made aware of your arrival. They'll certainly want to come and see you as soon as possible.
Where's my brothers and sisters?
They're around. I haven't notified the full house, to be quite honest. We wanted to verify this information first. Listen, Clark's is a trusted soldier, but, with certain things, we wanted to make sure that you were who you said you were, which obviously, of course, judging by any eyes down the extendable telescopic codpiece, I certainly feel strongly that you are Prince Horace Kemp, of course, seeing you here now, but...
And are you in charge of hiring and firing the soldiers and whatnot?
The soldiers, that's handled by you've met, of course, you've met Ysolde here. She's, obviously running the soldiers and the military force here at this time. If you have any grievances with the soldiers, she's been excellent. She'll certainly take care of that for you.
Who's above her, Bobbins?
She reports directly to your father, Marcus.
All right. Okay. Well, lead me to my father and mother, please.
Of course, right away.
Bobbins, dear, we're going
Yes?
to take them downstairs first.
Oh, to the vault?
Indeed.
Excellent. Well, I can lead you right there. We'll send 2 bronze keepers will come with you as well. Is that fine?
Wonderful.
Okay.
That won't be necessary, soldier. I trust that you'll put the trunks where they need to go. I'd rather see my mother and father as
well,
soon
why
as
don't
possible.
Izzy and I accompany the trunk, and you can go see your
Okay,
father.
that's fine.
You're more than welcome to go see your father. I can go down by myself. I only offered because I understand that your personal belongings are of a high level of importance to you, and I wanted to assure you that they were indeed being placed where I said that they were.
Oh, I appreciate that, but I'm sure my friends can handle it. Bobbins, lead me to my mother and father.
Of course, I'm the ones that could do magic down and put the magic barriers around the luggage.
Oh, we can't do magic. They took our spell components. So everything's going awesome.
Go from your soul. Oh, got it. Yeah.
All right, don't mind them.
Oh, sorry, Tourette's.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I'm very drunk.
No, you're not drunk.
That's right. The donkey ate my wine.
Yeah.
Might I remind you that you're a guest in this home, of which you are an ally and a friend, and might I remind you that your protections are for your protection.
We've heard that
Excuse
before,
me.
and then
Excuse me,
bad
soldier.
things have happened.
This is my close friend, and I'm Prince Horace Kemp. I think that my friend can say or do whatever he likes.
And I am Princess Ysolde Gavroche Canton, a servant of this home,
You're a
and
princess.
empowered with its safety.
She's a
Ooh,
princess.
and a soldier. Ooh, and an elf.
Have you two not been properly introduced?
Yeah, she's like the captain of the guard or whatever.
Bobbin's eyes is old, and I see that you two probably have some other things to discuss, but I'll take care of these. Yourself. Oh, right, of course. These two. By the way, sir, I don't believe we've met. I'm Bobbins. He extends his hand to you, Sweeney. I'm the head butler of the home.
Linus. Pleasure.
Linus. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
All right.
I would like a bath drawn for me, sir.
Of course. Yes, excellent. And Izzy, it's been so long. I'm sorry.
Hey, Bobbins.
Ysabel, I apologize.
Yeah, that's fine. You can say
would you like a bath drawn as well?
Yes. And especially make sure that you have the white robes like last time. I love the white robes.
Excellent.
And no...
I like the white robes too.
They're really soft. And no servants this time. I know I had some help. I'd like to be alone a little.
Okay. All right. And sir, Linus, would you like any servants as well?
Yes, I would specifically like to send someone on an errand. I need something picked up from town. I'll give you guys the gold in order to pick it up, but it is
of course.
highly important. I need it for the feast.
Civics, and one of the green gnomes comes over. Please take care of Linus's request. Yes, anything you pass to me, and I'll go down and fetch it for you in the town.
Let's see how many gnome voices Jake can do.
Civics, can you go ahead and bring your friend Economics?
Yes.
Terrific. Good news.
One by one, gnomes, I would like you to each tell me your names so that I may reward you. Just kidding.
All right, I go ahead and give
3 minutes from now, several gnomes walk away with gold pieces in their pockets.
You're all under my wing at this point.
I go ahead and give them the instructions for where to go. There's a parcel to be picked up under the name Sweeney. That lie didn't last very long. And then I give them, I think we decided 75 golds in order for what I...
For everything it was 110.
Oh, okay. That's
what
right.
did you buy?
I guess we'll all find out.
What do you have
What
up
did
your
you
sleeve?
buy? What are you going to do?
So the little green gnome holds this very large pouch of gold and scuttles out. A bronze keeper follows him as he goes out into the town.
And Bobbins has now heard that I'm Sweeney.
Great. Now I feel
Passively,
like a
yeah.
schmuck.
All right, well, Horace, I'll be taking you, Prince Horace, I'll be taking you directly to your father and mother, and you two will have your baths, and then Ysolde, I guess you'll be taking them down after they've completed washing up, or would you like to take care of it immediately?
I'd like to take care of it immediately.
All right, let's head down.
Excellent. You can obviously lead the way, and Prince Horace, I'll take you to your mother and father immediately.
Thank you.
Bobbins leads to the right towards the master quarters in the far right wing of the home, while Ysolde, you lead them through into the main ballroom, and then back towards, there's a massive door that leads to a small foyer, and then a small golden door with a lock, a single lock, and you have a key on your side too. So we'll actually follow real quick. We'll follow Ysolde first, and you two, Sweeney and Izzy, and then we'll cut back to Horace and the rest of them.
Linus, what were you speaking of with Izzy in the hall? Are you hiding something?
No, we're just talking about
lamenting
this
the
rash
state of
that's
affairs
just
here.
Not going away. I think it's chafing because there's no air getting to this one section of my upper thigh, and
I seek to be your friend and your ally, and I'm frustrated that I believe that you're hiding something from me.
that's just how we are, all the time.
We're standoffish.
We're just like that. We've seen a lot of shit go down, so we're not yay, people like us. No, we've been screwed this way to the next plane, and we are walls up.
Fair enough. I would like your assurance that there will be no commotion while you're here.
No, can't do.
I
Can't promise that.
I have no interest in harming anyone or causing distress to my loved ones.
Yes, that. But shenanigans happen, and so, just fun shenanigans. If there's a herd of rats down the hall, it's probably me. Don't freak out.
She can turn into animals sometimes.
Yeah, swarms.
It's not without precedent.
Very well.
You stick in the key and unlock the door. The key is, beautifully decorated. It's gold and platinum, the 5 colors. Unlock the door, swings open. You hear a heavy lock, and you see in front of you it's a tight hallway. Very tight
so
hallway.
Tight. Wow, it's a theme
Just
here.
so tight. 3 wouldn't be bronze keepers, but these are often referred to as gold keepers.
Oh.
3 gold keepers in a row, in a single file in a tight hallway, stand in front of you. Behind you see another decorated golden door. And these 3 gold keepers are wearing they have powerful weapons at their side. Each of them, as this door opened, they've each grabbed and touched their weapons, each of them holding a sword at their side, ready. You also notice on their masks, the helmet that they're wearing looks like it is decorated in the theme or design of Bahamut with a gold instead of a platinum, and the mask actually covers their eyes. You can only see their mouths, and their ears are exposed.
So they have dragon helmets that show their ears too.
They just show their ears and their mouth, but not their eyes. Not to the first one or the second one, and the third one's helmet is different. It's entirely covering their whole head. It looks like No ears, no mouth, no eyes, nothing. You can see that the design has platinum on the back one as well. This looks to be a more of a higher level of these 3 gold keepers. So Ysolde.
So I walk to the first one and I say, Vitas. And it steps aside.
Steps aside.
And I walk to the second one and I say, Aroyan. And it steps aside.
Man, this is going to be really hard if any chaos breaks out and we need to get our shit. We are screwed.
No, everything's going fine.
Okay.
And then I walk to the fourth and I say, Allah.
And she makes a motion in the air, and the other guard nods and then stands to the side and locks something. You can see the guard was holding a pole that was going deep into the wall, and steps aside, locks the pole, and now the door is open to you again, and you have a second key.
Yes. And I open the door. We enter, and it's a huge vault. And there's steps off of both sides. There's steps to the left, and there's steps to the right.
So basically you guys are entering, think of it much like a tower going downwards. So on the left and the right, there are 2 different stairs that are winding down deep and deep into these different levels of the vault. So you have, certain doors and vaulted areas in front of you. Now, these doors aren't particularly locked because once you're inside here, you can kind of go in. Think of them like different subsections as you go down these stairs. So you go down about 3 flights of stairs until you get to the 3rd flight.
And at the 3rd flight, I say, here, please. And we drop everything and kind of push it into a corner in the back. I'm like, so you know that it's here.
Okay.
There's no enchantments once you're inside the door. Okay. We walk back upstairs.
I would like to do a detect magic spell just to...
That's a good idea.
Sure.
Actually, hold on. Is there a material component for detect magic? I think it's just waving my hands. Yeah, it's just verbal and somatic. But I just say priori incantorum, and I just want to check and verify that there are no illusions here, that there is nothing going on that's
Sure.
suspect.
So as you mean in this room specifically?
In this room specifically, although it lasts for 10 minutes, so I'll keep it up as I leave.
What's the range?
30 feet of me. It can also penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So it's possible I don't get anything through the walls.
So it shows you if there's any magical illusions?
Magic.
Oh, there's just magic.
My concern is illusions because I don't want to be like, oh no, it's a fake wall and there's like 9 goblins back there just waiting for all the money, things like that.
There is not. So
Okay.
you don't sense any like goblins or fake walls or anything. You do sense like there is some residual magic, obviously coming off of Doris and coming off of, some of the items, obviously the staff and things that are magical components.
The deck of cards.
Yeah, you also sense like from some other things around the room, there might be a couple of magical items or pieces of jewelry that were either touched by or imbued with some type of magic. You can see that there are other items around here, as well as on Ysolde, she has, I believe, 2 magical items.
No, the one of them is on her horse.
Oh, one of them's on the horse. That's right. What is the other magic item that you have on you, Ysolde?
I'm wearing a cloak of Elven Klein, and it's a beautiful sort of greenish and gold cloak that's in a sort of leaf pattern and scaled, and it moves like leaves in the breeze, but very softly.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Okay. So you notice that on Ysolde, but otherwise there doesn't seem to be any like illusion like there's goblins hiding down there.
Okay, so none of the... Do I sense like alarm spells or anything like that? No, it's just
No spells.
Just the room.
Nope. And as you guys make your way back up, you can see that the vault goes down deeper.
Yeah.
You can see, and there's like a grand golden and platinum base at the very, very bottom of the stairs. It looks like there might be another room or section here.
And what floor are we on?
You're
3.
on the 3rd floor.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So it looks like it goes down about 10 floors until this bottom area. As you're walking up, I'd like each of you to roll perception check as well. And Ysolde, you can too. Ysolde can roll advantage on perception checks. Izzy, what'd you get?
10.
Sweeney?
21.
And Ysolde?
23.
Okay, so that makes sense because you know this. You've been in here quite a few times. Sweeney and Ysolde, Izzy, you don't notice these, but as you're walking up, you guys.
Actually, it's a 28.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you know what these things are. You know that they've been there and why they're there. So Sweeney, you specifically noticed this is interesting for you because you didn't see it the first time. Now you're going up, so you're looking up. You see that there looks like there's remnants of traps. Previous traps that were set up here in the vault. It looks like over time they've actually rusted or they have been kind of put out of use. Ysolde, you know that these traps had been here for a very long time. The first time the Kemp's vault was ever put into place, traps were set up, and these are like old style traps. Some of them had acid that would dump out. Some of them had like big huge hammers that would swing down and knock people off So a lot of these old and kind of expired traps now have cobwebs and have rusted. It looks like they have opted for a new security system as opposed to this old rudimentary style, but they are still here and around the vault area. You see 3 specifically. One that looks like it would drop acid. You see one specifically that would swing down and knock someone. Again, the walkway you're walking around to go down these levels, think of it like a tower. In the center is open air, so someone could fall straight down. And then the third one looks like it's some kind of buzzsaw type of thing that swings down and would, cut someone in half in sorts. So those are the 3 traps that you see. And Ysolde, you know that these have obviously old, decommissioned, out of use. It's much better to have a newer, more defined system in place. And now that you're coming up back to the door you're walking out of, you can see now that you're on the other side of it, that where the door that opened, you see hanging above the door is it's a giant marble obsidian slab with metal hinges on either side that look like it's above the door. So it looks like for security reasons, this ridiculously giant piece of obsidian stone and metal would drop in front of the door and you could not get in or you could not get out.
Is that at the
vault.
first door or the second door?
It's at the second door, the last door you guys came through. Okay. So again, this looks like this was right behind where the person had their hand on that piece of pole. So,
a lot of security in this area. Well, no, I'm sorry. I don't observe shit. I'm just looking at the stairs.
So
sure are a lot of steps.
A lot of security in this area.
There you go.
Good talk, guys.
So many stairs here.
So Ysolde leads you guys back out and out of the vault. The gold keepers turn and lock themselves back into place. The door closes and locks, and the 3 of them are still in there. And now we're going to cut over to Horace. All right, Horace, just this way, and you'll just excuse me. This will only take a moment. He turns the corner, and there are several bronze keepers lining to what you know is your mother and your father's room, the master bedroom. There are several guards there with different swords and pikes and things like that. They see Bobbins approach. A couple come up and check with him. They look. You guys walk down the hall. The bronze keepers are all kind of muttering to each other, but keeping straightforward. They're on duty. You get up to the main door of the master bedroom, and a guard, a captain it looks like, walks up and speaks to Bobbins privately. He comes up to you. If you just give me just a moment, I'm sorry about this. I have to verify a few things. You must understand. As he's saying this, the door to the master bedroom pushes open, and one of the bronze keepers who was standing in front of the door is like pushed forward out of the way, and your father, now like with a beard, before he was much more clean shaven, you can see he has a beard, some gray in his beard, he's some gray in his hair as well, comes out, his eyes wide, smiling. He pushes right past his bronze keeper out of the way and basically wraps his arms around you and lifts you into the air. Prince!
Father?
Son, you're here!
You've never hugged me before, Father.
I have to say, I heard the news and I had to come out and see you for myself. This is definitely my boy. This is Horace.
It's good to see you too. Where's the rest of the family?
They're around the home, and I'll have to double check to see where everybody is, but I heard the news and I didn't want to wait for all this security and ceremony. I know what my son looks like.
What's going on here?
This is, what do you mean?
All of these bronze keepers, I don't recognize half of them. And you've got that princess working as your captain of the guard?
Ysolde? You've met Ysolde. That's fantastic. How did it go?
Well, poorly. She's very rude.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you guys had just had a few exchange of words. I'm sure there's just some confusion. I'm sure you guys will get along wonderfully well. But that's great that you finally spoke. You and Ysolde are going to have a wonderful time.
Why would you hire a canton to be your head of household?
Hire? That's not... You know what, son, we can talk about this a little bit later, but I have to tell you, your mother has been waiting to see you, and we had to do all of this, so please, come in. So
yes, please.
He brings you into the room, beautiful, just imagine the most decadent master bedroom with several side rooms and areas for different cloaks and armors and garbs, a massive bed, and you see your mother there, preparing, she's putting on her silver garb. She comes over and quickly, without hesitation, gives you a hug. Horace, it's been so long, we had no idea where you were.
Sorry, Mother, I would have sent word. It's a long story. Regardless, if I could have, I would have. but it's wonderful to see you and Father again.
You've changed your hair. She comes back and touches because your hair's in a bun, right?
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's down now.
Oh, now it's down. That's right, but it's shorter.
different. Yeah, it's different. Yes. I'm flattered, but I can tell you all about it.
I would love to hear it. We'll discuss at dinner. But it's great to see you.
Mary Bahamutmas, I
Yes.
have something to tell you,
All right.
both of you, and I think it's important that you hear it first before the family. I'm going to give up my title as prince.
What?
I realize now that I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Horace, this is not the time to make such claims like this. You just got home.
I know, but I see now the world needs me more than this kingdom needs me. And there's a lot of work that me and my friends have to do to ensure the safety of the world.
I don't know what... Son, listen.
I'm just kidding. Of course I'm going to stay prince. Dad, Mom, you know me.
Oh, my goodness. You threw me for a loop there, son.
Yes, I know.
Your mom is just kind of rolling her eyes.
Actually, I had a question. Who's next in line? Because I feel like whatever it is, you should see what I've been doing lately. You're
Son.
probably going to want to consider me as king.
We've heard a lot of the things you've been doing.
You've heard of it?
Of course. We heard what you did up in the north. We heard what you would... I mean, we finally got word of what you did in the Cal Sovereignty.
What's Darnson been up to?
Wait, Darnson didn't bring you back?
No, I haven't seen any of my family yet.
Darnson left
Left where?
a year ago searching for you.
Oh.
We sent out the keepers and Darnson got his own men. He grabbed a platoon and went out searching for you himself.
Well, of course he didn't find me because he's kind of a dumbass.
Oh, come on, son.
He dead.
Darnson means good. He means well.
My voice just said he's dead. I just had a voice. No, I know. I just Darnson sometimes gets on my nerves. It's fine. That's really sweet of him to look for me. I'm always generally going to be fine. You don't have to send people after me.
We didn't
I can
hear from
handle
you
myself.
from almost 3 years.
I know. I told you I was off, adventuring. That's what adventurers do.
Yes, but you were always sending back letters, or even Gormo was sending back... Gormo came back here and said you were gone. He said he couldn't find you anymore. And we know you love your cucumber sandwiches.
Oh, my
Would never
goodness.
leave him.
I guess I was gone longer than I thought. Well, I'm here now.
Yes, you are.
I'll
And
have to
that's
be-
all that matters.
I'll have to be leaving soon.
Wait, what do you mean? You're gonna stay. Stay, please. Longer than just Bahamutmas. You should stay and celebrate with us and, see your family again. It's been a long time. Things have, obviously changed, but we haven't been able to see you as much as we'd like to.
I wish I could, Father. Mother, there's been something happening with the lilies. Honestly, I'm not smart enough to know. You'll have to talk to my friends about it.
What do you mean something's been happening? With the lilies?
Yeah, the gateway / portal / honestly, I don't listen when they're talking about it. But it's bad. There's monsters. You know monsters.
Well, yes, I know about monsters, of course. By the way, this year, it's been a little while. You will be... I know there was some frustrations a few years ago with Umbernacht. You're going to be fine with him, right?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Okay, good. I just
Bygones
wanted to
are
make sure.
bygones
Good.
in the end.
Okay, so, but yeah,
Is he invited again?
of course he is. He's
Good.
invited every Bahamutmas.
All right, good.
But, all right.
I didn't
well,
mean to make that sound like I was unhappy that he was invited.
I was just wanted to check. But yeah, we'll discuss all of this after dinner. But you said there's something here that you need to discuss as far as flowers?
Moondrop lilies. Yes, that's what they're called.
Moondrop lilies?
You've never heard of this, Mother?
No, I've heard about moondrop lilies before.
I got a whole trunk full of them.
You have a whole trunk full of moondrop lilies?
Absolutely.
A very rare flower. I've
Yeah.
only seen one twice, I believe.
Do you know what they do?
I mean, they're excellent as far as when it comes to keeping specific realities closed. But outside of that,
Well, then you do know what they do.
Okay, well then yes.
Perfect. Yeah,
But
so
they're more of a I mean that is the
so
story.
Think about it, Mom. If people are pulling these out, that means whatever they're
No,
holding back.
Horace. Those are the stories surrounding the moondrop lily.
Oh, they're not just stories. They're not just stories, Mom. I'm surprised you don't know this. Do I know something you don't know?
What? No.
I know
Horace,
something
Horace.
she doesn't know, Dad.
Horace, you read some books when you were out traveling. These are old stories.
Trust me, Mother. This is important and real.
Of course it is.
I've almost died.
I believe. I absolutely.
Well, honestly, I haven't almost died, but my friend died twice.
He died twice.
Yes.
You know, you know what, son? He probably did die twice. That's terrible to hear. That your friends have befallen such tragedy.
Dad? You died once and were resurrected.
Well, look, that's a bit of a
I know it was an
glorified
accident.
story.
I know it was an accident.
It wasn't an accident. I was in combat.
Well,
Honey, you know I was in... Of course, he was in combat. You know that was all...
Dad, the whole family knows it was an accident. It's fine. Mom, what I'm trying to tell you is, like, this is not a joke. This is not a story. This is really important and dangerous.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, we'll discuss it. Let's just get everybody together. I know your brothers and sisters are going to want to see you.
I am here for Bahamutmas, but I'm also here to let you know that this is going on, and the world is more dangerous and more unsafe than it's ever been with these moondrop lilies pulled out.
The two of them eye each other at your comment about the world and the state of things. Yes, we do understand that things are different than they were before.
Have you been experiencing something?
The environment these days, the kingdom has not been as settled as it has been for many years. There's been infrequent attacks and some things we didn't think we've seen for a while, especially for myself. It's been quite a long time. But look, we're just trying to keep things as calm as possible. And look, it's Bahamutmas. Let's get everyone downstairs.
Okay.
Let's get settled in.
Okay.
And you look great.
Thank you. You don't even have to say that. I appreciate it from you, Mom. You're the only person in this world that could say that to me, and it might break through. So that's a compliment, I think, Mom. I want to see my brothers and sisters.
Of course. You haven't seen them yet?
None.
Bobbins brought you directly here. Well, I did tell him to do that. So go out, speak with Bobbins. He'll take you down, and he'll get you around to see your brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Horace, again, he comes up and gives you another big hug. I'm glad you're alive.
You guys are becoming really affectionate in your old age.
I just how we are these days, I guess.
Okay.
So you walk out the door.
Bobbins,
Yes?
take me to my brothers and sisters.
Of course, right away.
And refill this rosé.
Yes, we'll get that done immediately.
And is my crotch thing clean?
Oh, I'll check right away. I believe it was Keswick's was taking care of that.
Okay.
So you walk down the hall, and he takes you to get some additional rosé and taking you around to see your brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. The Velvet League will return next week for part 2 of our adventure with Alison Fox. If you like the show and you want to help us reach more people, we would really appreciate you sharing the show with a friend, or tweeting about the show, or leaving a rating and review on iTunes. 5-star reviews really help new people find the show, which is always a good thing. Photos and character art can be found in the show notes on partialarc.com. And while you're there, why not check out some of our other podcasts, including Because Comics, where Mike Christensen and I talk about the weird and wacky stories of comic books. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all under the handle Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.